Here's Julie Bueller.
Normally, a Midwest baseball team and their GM agreeing to a contract extension wouldn't make the sports news here in the Coachella Valley. But when that GM leads one of the most famously terrible franchises to the most wins it's seen since a horse and buggy roamed the roads, he deserves some kudos. The Chicago Cubs and general manager Theo Epstein have agreed to a 5-year extension. Now, he's the architect of a stunning turnaround that's delivered thus far 101 wins. That's the most since 1910. And just 4 years ago, the Cubs lost 101 games. But this year, they are heavy favorites to win the World Series, and that'd be their first since 1908. And get this, Epstein's the same guy who helped the Boston Red Sox win their World Series championships, ending their 86-year drought. The postseason begins October 4th. We will keep you posted. And the Ryder Cup gets underway Friday at Hazeltine National in Chaska, Minnesota. But Tuesday was team photo day, and that means only players and team captains get to be in the shot. So someone had to tell Tiger Woods, the vice captain, buddy, get out of the shot, man. You're not supposed to be in it. He moved from one side to the other. The photog wasn't having it. Get out of here, Tiger. Come on. But the good news is they all had a good laugh about it. And considering the last Ryder Cup squad was known for its squabbles, most notably between our own Career Builder Challenge ambassador Phil Mickelson and then Captain Tom Watson, it's nice to hear and see that the team has some chemistry.
This is a year where we feel as though Captain Love has been putting us in a position to succeed. He's taken input from all parties. He's made decisions that have allowed us to prepare our best, to be ready to play our best, and I believe that we will play our best.
Best of luck to Team USA. And from a very calm Phil to another local sports personality, albeit far more animated, former NFL head coach Jim Mora. He's a very nice man and very famous for one of the greatest sports rants in history. He's at it again. Listen here when a New Orleans sports anchor asks Mora if the Saints season is over after losing their first 3 games.
No, the season. God, I hate to hear that. I hate to hear that. You just said the season's over. That's the most negative statement that I hear from fans and media ever. Ever. And it bugs me.
Okay, well, how about
this? Is the season over? No, there's 13 more games to play. 13 more games to play, and you're saying the season's over? Unbelievable.
I'm just saying.
Unbelievable.
It's just fantastic stuff. Now, about 2% of teams that start 0-3 do make the postseason, so the anchor has a point, but if your team's not doing well, just keep hoping. Now, the other coach we're featuring is just as passionate about football, a little less vocal though, but there is buzz around Palm Springs High School. Let's take a look.
Now it's filming.
Yeah, that buzzing sound you might hear at the Palm Springs High School football practice, nicknamed Indian One. It's the team's state-of-the-art video drone employed to film unique angles of practice and help both players and coaches do their job better. And once head coach Dan Murphy decided to get a drone, well, the real work began. Because the school is within 3 miles of an airport, Coach Murphy has even more regulations to abide by. He called the FAA representative at the Palm Springs International Airport.
He gave me a number in Washington, D.C. I had to call, and they wanted me to get a pilot's license.
And that seemed pretty extreme, but Coach Murphy persisted through all the red tape and a process that started last April.
I finally got it in July. They approved it, so we're up in the air and we're running.
But to get running, or more specifically flying, Murphy says there are very specific places on campus he can fly and has to navigate some no-fly zones that are directly above parts of his practice field. But despite the challenges associated with Indian One, he says the technology makes his job easier.
Do you kind of chuckle when you think back to your 2 decades of coaching and what it used to be like and what it's like now?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy what technology has done.
The Indians are at home against La Quinta Friday night.
Very interesting. All right, thanks, Julie.
Sure.
Coming up next, roller coasters. Love them or hate them, they